What's up, visitor host? Thank you so much for being on this team and making sure everybody has an incredible experience when they join on a Sunday morning at Summit Park Church. There's a couple ways that people will be joining us in visiting on a Sunday morning. One of those is in person driving onto our campus. When they get here, we have a sign that tells them to flash their hazards and make their way to our visitor parking spots. Another way for people to join us that are visiting on a Sunday morning is that they would plan their visit. Plan Your Visit is a social media and marketing campaign that we have in place so that people can commit to a Sunday morning. They can get their kids checked in ahead of time. They still get invited to the visitor parking, and they get a reach out from myself, just letting them know that we are excited to host them and that we have a gift at the New Here booth when they arrive. Now, whether they are in person, just drove onto the campus, or plan their visit, they're all going to be invited to our visitor parking, in which our outdoor leader is going to host them from the parking lot all the way to the New Here booth. Now we're at the New Here booth. At the New Here booth is where they are going to get their gift that I have mentioned to them if they plan their visit, but if they're just walking into the building, they're going to get the same gift. It's this right here. It's this black bag. In here, we have a coffee mug. We also have an info card that is the best thing for people to fill out so that they can get more connected to the church. We also have an invite to our growth track class, and then there is a free t-shirt card if they bring it back on their second visit. Now, if they plan their visit, we have a gift that is back behind the booth, and it's actually going to have the person's name on it. It's a little customized gift just for them. Now, if they are a family and they have children, we have a gift not only for the parent, but we also have a gift for the children. It's going to look like this. It is this green bag, and we have a gift for an elementary kid. We have a gift for an early childhood student. And that is just us saying we are so excited that you are here. You don't have to do anything for us. We just want to give this to you. So if it's a kid, you want to get on their level, you want to say hello, give them a high five, let them know that this is going to be fun for them. Now, this interaction is not over at this point. We want to tell them about the gift. We want to tell them what's inside the gift. But in that same interaction, we want to have them scan this QR code. Now, some of us have adopted different ways to do this. You can scan it for somebody. If they're willing to grab their phone, that's even better. And we just want to simply tell them, this is just so we can get you some more information that will help you get connected here at Summit Park Church. Once they're at this station, if they have kids, we're going to go down the hall. If they don't have kids, we're going to connect them to our auditorium host just inside. Now we are at kids check-in. If you're serving down here, you're going to get a request that says first time kids check-in visitor host. Here you're going to be hosting families that maybe have bypassed our New Here booth, or someone from our New Here booth has hosted them down here. Either way is okay. We're going to pick up at this step, and guess what? We don't have to know any of the computer stuff. Amen. Our kids team is going to check in the students, check in the family, get them in the system. But if they have planned their visit, they are already going to be in the system. That's a good thing to know because you can help the families get checked in and into service faster. Now, if they haven't checked in and they haven't planned their visit, you are going to treat this like their first interaction. And so we've got bags in here for the kids. We've got bags in here for the adults. It's the same gifts that they're going to get at the New Here booth. But long story short, this host is going to check them into our system. And at the end of that process, there are going to be 3 stickers that are printed and 1 that we get to hand to the student as well. At that point, as the visitor host, you are going to use this radio and call to the lobby lead and let them know that you are hosting a family. At that point, the lobby leader is going to send someone down the hall to take your position as you host the family. And now we'll make our way to the secure kids hallway, where only volunteers with picture badges are allowed to enter as they are our visitor hosts. And here we are at the kids' classroom. The kids are going to get a name tag that prints their name, a room number, and the parent's phone number on their tag. We're going to give one to the child, maybe put it on their back. They're also going to get a guest of honor tag that lets the teacher know that this is a first-time kid. And then the next name tag is going to go to the teacher for their clipboard. They're going to see if there's a bag, a pacifier, anything that they're leaving in the classroom. And then the last one is the parent pickup tag. Has a little perforation here. You can give one to mom, one to dad, so that they can pick up their child at the end of service. And now that the student has been invited into their classroom, they might have a brother or sister. We want to continue our way down the hallway, making small talk continually to invite them to things such as growth track, asking them how they heard about the church. But then we're going to make our way to the other classrooms. You'll notice it's very easy to figure out which ones are which because they are marked. Room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5, and the chapel. And as you can see, that was room 1, 2, and 3. And this is the bathroom area. We have a 1 foot in and a 1 foot out policy, and we only allow adult female volunteers to take those children to the restroom, just ensuring safety and accountability on all parts. So we'll make our way down this hall, and whether they have a student in room 1, 2, or 3, or 4 and 5, we like to give them the full loop, just inviting them to see everything that is going on here in our kids' ministry. So this is room 4. This is room 5. And then lastly, at the end of the hallway, we're going to make our way to the chapel. That is all of our elementary age students, ages 1st grade, all the way up to 5th grade. Now that you've given them the tour, there's a few last things to know. If their child was assigned to room 4, 5, or the chapel, that means the next time that they attend, they can come down this hallway and use these tablets. All they have to do to check in is type in their phone number, and it'll automatically populate their kid's name. It'll print out those 3 tags again, and they will already know the process as to what to do. Now, if they have younger children, they will need to use the same check-in that we started with. At this point, we are going to make our way to the auditorium. There's a few things that they might want to know about, such as our bathrooms here on the left, and then we have free coffee in the lobby all the time. If they're lucky enough, we might even have some snacks here and there. But if they don't need to use the bathroom and they've already got their free coffee, we are going to invite them into the auditorium. At this point, we are going to invite them into the auditorium. You should see some amazing door hosts right here, ready to welcome any of our first-time guests. And then we always have seating hosts rostered right here as well. You know, if they're a first-time guest, we have some saved seats for them that are going to be 2 rows up from our handicapped seating. These 2 seats here, that's going to be on both sides of the middle section. Now, some visitors, they don't want to be singled out. They don't want any extra attention. And so we also want to offer them a chance to sit anywhere in the building that they would like, in which one of our seating hosts would help them and facilitate that. You know, I'm so grateful that you are on this team, and our visitor hosting is such a big deal as to what we do here at Summit Park, and it's so special because you are on the team. Thank you so much.